I've done it again. I don't know how, but I've managed to do it again, boys. I've gotten banned from Tinder for the second time.
No way.
Dude, you're a platinum member. Are they even allowed to do that?
I don't know what the fuck happened. No idea. Talking to a couple girls, good time, this and the other thing. No idea. All of a sudden, your account has been removed.
All right.
Yo.
The boys are back. Episode 107 of the Fair Enough podcast. Bob in Detroit, Michael in Chicago, Jack in Detroit. It's a beautiful day. I'm losing a lot of bets, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm cold. I'm cold in the college basketball sphere. Not a good time to get cold because they're on from noon to noon right now. So
Yeah, I forget that that's even on. You guys are like betting, like are talking about it in the beginning of the day, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's like tournament season. I have
fuck
not
yeah.
I haven't placed a bet on college basketball in like 3 weeks, so I'm
Perfect
waiting
time to
until
get back in.
yeah, but I'm waiting until it actually starts because I'm not savvy enough to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go through the fucking the conference tournaments. Like, no. I'm just gonna bet with my heart when the actual tournament comes, lose my money there, call it a day. It's gonna last me a week and a half, whatever.
That's fair.
Yeah, when does the tourney start anyways?
the
Selection
18th?
Sunday is this Sunday.
I think it's next Thursday that the tournament starts, right? Or next Wednesday. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Play-in games will be Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
A first day of the tournament's Thursday.
Yes, sir. I'll be in Kentucky.
The best time of the year.
It's a good time of the year. Dude, I mean, yeah, of course it's the best time of the year. It was just my birthday, which we didn't get to have a celebratory episode beforehand where you guys can glaze my nuts real quick, but it's okay.
Yeah, we didn't get to do that. That's a shame. What'd you guys do?
I didn't really do shit, man. It was great.
No?
No, actually, I have a lot to talk about my life and today. Spend a couple of days,
Good.
so we're gonna get into this before we talk any sports or football, whatever.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's not the case. First of all, it's good to see you, boys. But secondly, two things. Birthday was cool. We'll start with the birthday. I was trying to get Gillis tickets, dude, the whole weekend.
Oh yeah,
bro, they were just sitting over like $250 all weekend long, and
didn't budge, eh?
Didn't really budge. You know what? I saw them for like $199 a piece, and I was like, I'm gonna jump on. And then I texted the two guys I didn't go with, and they're like, no, let's wait. Fuck, whatever. We waited, and then so we didn't go, and then so that Friday it was so like last minute. I had like one of my buddies and one of my brothers. We went out to dinner, got some Mexican food, some margarita flights that were pretty fucking good. And then we went to this bar called Louis, and I'm pretty sure it's a gay bar. Two straight men, I'm pretty sure. And we walked in, and it was nothing but chicks and like 10 gay dudes. And I'm like, And at first, I wasn't really paying attention. And then there was karaoke bar, and like,
Yeah.
it's karaoke bar every day. And like, they were singing like Mulan. Like, this dude gets up there and he's like, "Let's get down to bit." Like, and I was like, hold on,
it's a banger.
It is a banger.
It is.
But the conviction that this guy was singing with, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he was Mulan.
Yeah, and then it was like a bunch of other songs, but like a bunch of songs that like were chick songs that dudes were singing. And I started looking around. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're the only two straight guys in this whole fucking bar. And he was just like, no. And he looks around. He goes, I don't know, man. You might be right, but yeah. So, and then, so we're not sure if it's a gay bar or if it was just gay day. Either way, it was a good time, but like, it was kind of weird because we were on like the outside and everyone was all in the middle singing. Like, it was like you're up there singing karaoke, but like if you wanted to get in there, you just walked up and started screaming to where the mic picked you up, type of thing. Where it was like, it was cool, it was fun, the vibes were high.
Were you fraternizing with any of the? I mean, I'm assuming the girls weren't gay.
No, the thing is, because we were so far on the outside, it was kind of hard to get in unless you were gonna go sing, and I was not unsober enough to go and just get down and dirty. Two chicks did sing First Date by Blink-182, which I was gonna go propose at the time.
That's sick.
Yeah. I was like, oh, is this what we're doing here? Like, I didn't know I had to go buy a ring in 10 minutes and come back. Like,
yeah. That's really sick.
yeah, that was a good night. Kind of ended at that. It was good. Next morning, go to the casino, lose a shit ton of money. Which I got a beef to pick with anybody that goes to the casino with friends. You know who I'm talking about. One of the guys listens to this podcast. If a guy gets down, right, and he's trying to make his comeback at a blackjack table, you can't leave him high and dry and just have him play one-on-one because you know how that goes. So I was up pretty good in the beginning. Like I was up a couple $100. Both my boys down big. Like one of them down real big, the other one down pretty big. And I'm like, okay. And obviously, I'm not going to stop playing after a half hour, 40 minutes. But like, they start winning. I'm getting just 14 after 14 after 14. One card break, one card bust, one card. I mean, like, it got to a point where I was like, holy fuck. But anyways, they're winning this whole time because the dealer keeps busting. But like, I can't even see a card. Like, I got a 14 against a 10. I bust, dealer bust. You know what I mean? So everyone else wins. No big deal. They're up a bunch of money. And I'm down, and I'm starting to make my little bit of a comeback. They both are like, all right, I'm going to put a couple more bucks out there, and if I lose it, I'm done. And it's like, I'm almost to the point where I'm like, I'm almost back. Like, I'm almost back. And it's like, dude, just stay on the table with me and catch a couple strays, and you might win a little bit, but also, like, it just helps out. I don't know. Like, I had like $250 in front of me, and it's like, instead of playing the minimum at the table, it was like 25, I was like, fuck it, 50. And I was like, well, fuck it. I'll just bet 100 on this one. So it's like I lost that in like 3 hands because it's like you're not
trying to climb back too fast. You got to take it easy on that.
Yeah, but they wanted to go. So and the one of them was my ride where it's like
you're being pressed.
Like, yeah, where it's like, bro, I'm almost there. Like I didn't want to like come back and make $500. I just wanted to get close to even. So it's like next time, like you got to be able to sit in the pocket and understand that we're here for fun, not to make a shitload of money. So like you got to be able to willing to like lose a couple more bucks for your boy so he can get closer to even. I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me. Like I could have easily got out of the game up. I was up like 300 at one point. I could have got out, sat there while these guys were down a bunch of money and just sat and watched. But it's like, that's lame. So, whatever.
No, I think that's generally good code. Did you ask him? Did you say, "Hey, fellas, like, give me 10 minutes here"?
I was kind of in that realm, but like I also like staying at the casino is whatever. It's the fact that like playing one-on-one with the blackjack dealer is just so hard. Where it's like, there's 3,
you lose.
Yeah, so whatever. I'm not mad at them at all. I just thought it's like, damn, like I was up and I fucking lost it and I lost a lot more. Whatever, and that happens. Like I'm not really overly mad about it all. Like I would have loved to at least break even, but I just thought, just you're up a little bit. Like, dude, just stay in the pocket with me, bro. Like, whatever. I'll buy you lunch,
Right. Something.
So, yeah. So then, but that was Saturday morning. That was like 9 in the morning we go, bro. So we're just being degenerates. Yeah. Come back.
What's the crowd looking like at that time?
Nobody home. And Bob, I swear to you, I've never been to a casino where someone missed out so many times. The first chick we sit down, she could not count, bro. She could not count. And she fucking, like, she couldn't count the cards. So, like, she was, like, either trying to take our money or not get, like, and we were like, no. Like, this is like,
dude.
We were like, holy fuck.
That can't happen because you're already trying to think about your own shit. You can't be thinking about, like, am I supposed to be getting paid here or not? Like, that's supposed to be the mindless part.
Well, dude, and at one point, they took my buddy Norm. He had blackjack, right? And the dealer was showing an ace. Right, and if the dealer's showing an ace, they have to offer you insurance, right? Or maybe it was, I don't know, whatever. But like, so no, she was showing, she was showing a 10. Sorry, she's showing a 10, so she doesn't have to offer insurance. But she's showing a 10, and she looks at it, puts it back, pays Norm out for the blackjack, and then deals our cards out, flips over a 21. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, why did you do this? Like, you have 21. So like, she fucked up the deck, and then they made Norm give his winnings back. Where it's
what?
Like, you paid me out.
You paid him.
It's not my fault that you like that your dealer fucked up because she doesn't know what she's doing. You pay the guy. It was crazy. Then we go to this other table, and this dude like kept fucking up, and I'm like, oh my goodness. At one point, I had 20. My Norm had like 19, whatever, whoever. So dude flips over a 4-card 21, right? He has like a 11 or like a 12, flips over 4 cards, and he goes, and like 20 or whatever.
Mhm.
And he pays us all out. He has 21. None of us had 21. He paid us all out. And I look at Norm and I'm like, you seeing this shit? Like where they was just it was just a bad set of dealers, bro. It was crazy. Hard
Oh.
Rock in Indiana, bro. Place they need to get their shit together.
Well, being there, I mean, they had their ECHL squad out there.
Well,
for you
yeah, and
guys
it's
at
because it
9
was
in the morning.
yeah, exactly. I mean, they were straight up like training people, like, and I've never been there for that. Like, I've never been to a casino where like dealers aren't like pros. Like, you know how those dealers are. Those
I've never seen that before either.
yeah, where it's like the motherfuckers, and then yeah. So I don't know. You had this guy all fucking day, this Joseph kid, and you're like, they only have like 3 blackjack tables
Joseph
open.
kid.
And it's like, fuck, man. Like, he keeps coming back. It's either this or the chick that literally can't count on the other side. So
Can't be with her.
yeah. But anyways, that was our blackjack story. And then we actually end up going to Barstow River North for the fights because we wanted to go to this place called Headquarters. It's a beercade. But we didn't know if they were gonna have the fight. So we're like, all right, well, fuck it. Barstow's right down the street. Go there. Obviously, it's electric, fucking expensive as fuck, but electric.
Yep.
Just a great time every time, never fails.
That place is awesome. Where were you
It really
guys?
is. We were so the downstairs wasn't open, unfortunately, but we got one seat at the bar to start, and then like 2 people. There was 4 of us, and 3 of us were literally sitting at the bar. The 4th one was right on the corner, and we were just chilling the whole time. We had
That's
great
perfect.
spot. Oh yeah, it was great. But yeah, then we went to this beercade, and I think I may have broke the fucking Papa Shot game. I suck at that game, right? Like I've clearly shown that I'm not as good as I think I am at that game. But the one game, I mean, I went absolutely nuclear, and I was like, all right, I don't think I'm done. I think I'm retiring from this game. I didn't miss a fucking shot. It was crazy.
Did you break the record actually on the machine?
I didn't have it. It didn't have a.
There was no record?
I don't think there was a record on there. At least I
Oh.
didn't see it.
That's
but I
fucked up. There
ruined
should
it.
always be a record on Papa Shot machines. And what are you playing for? Unless you're playing against somebody, I guess. But
Well, we were playing against people. It was me against a buddy. We would never.
and you popped off, eh?
Yeah. But overall, solid weekend, man. But PSA here, I've
Yeah.
done it again. I don't know how, but I've managed to do it again, boys. I've gotten banned from Tinder for the second time.
No way.
Dude, you're a platinum member. Are they even allowed to do that?
I don't know what the fuck happened. No idea.
You're a stakeholder.
No idea. Talking to a couple girls, good time, this and the other thing. No idea. All of a sudden, your account has been removed. What did I do? And not only this, boys. Not only this is that I guess there's like a whole conglomerate of like a lot of like the dating sites are like they're in like this big market like that's like protects them. So it's like if you get banned on this one, you're gonna get banned on this one. So I go to open Hinge, and my account's removed on Hinge, and I go,
No.
what am I supposed to do? I'm like, what have I done? Like, I have no idea what I've done. It says that you like the Hinge one gives you a little bit of reasoning. It's like, oh, check these 2 parts of our fucking terms and agreements. And it says like using like AI or like automated stuff. Like I'm using like I'm a bot, and I'm like, I'm not a bot, dude. Like, what the
You're
fuck?
too gorgeous, Michael.
Well, I'm just saying, like, what the fuck am I
No.
doing? Like, I don't get it.
It's his response.
No, it's not. I don't do that.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
you
not.
do it every time.
No,
When
I
I saw
don't.
that.
Bob.
I've seen
That was on
the
Facebook
receipts.
dating. That's Facebook
Oh.
dating where I don't really. That's just like because you get Facebook dating, you get like fucking 20 matches a day with just dogs. So like you just go and just run down the list of whoever answers. With Hinge,
Right.
it's obviously Hinge is way more like that's the one I actually took seriously, you know.
Yeah.
So I would actually be, on it, and I'm like, what the fuck, man. So, yeah, I don't know what to do anymore. Like I don't know. I'm on Bumble still, thankfully, but
How long are you suspended for?
It says permanently banned.
Permanently banned?
Permanently banned.
I mean,
We're gonna have to appeal that.
yeah, we
did,
are
and
going to
it got
have to
denied.
appeal that. Why did it get denied?
It just said, do you want to appeal? I said yes, and then it just went off. I didn't even get to like put any reasoning in, and it came back 6 hours later. It says no dice, and I say, what the fuck?
What? Dude, I think maybe you had to have said something to somebody that rubbed somebody the wrong
Dude,
way.
I don't
'cause
know if
somebody
it's-
reported you up the ladder.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what did I say? Like, I don't really say too much off the wall shit on those things. Like, I'll get after it a little bit here and there, but like, I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, I'm not gonna be
Right.
like, yeah, hey, drop like a slur or something, you know? Like,
Right.
what the
Mr.
fuck?
Tinder's got beef with you. You probably swiped right on his wife or something.
But how crazy is that?
That's
How
fucked up.
crazy.
They're denying someone love.
Well, and
I
I'm
think
a
is
pain.
what it really boils down to.
That's my thing. You know what I think it is because I pay. So what I think they do is they're like, all right, dude, this guy's got 2 months left on a subscription, ban his ass, and then they bring me back and I pay for it again, so then I get 2 free months out of me, scumbags. Because I don't know how to ask for a refund for the last 2 months.
That's true. Whoever you ask for a refund, they're just 6 hours later, they're going to send you back a text that says,
You're
no.
banned. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, what the fuck? Like, I can't use the service. Give me my fucking money back.
Yeah, how do you do that? There's got to be a way, because what if you pay for a year and then you find love in the first month?
Well, that's what I did. I paid for 6 months, and I
And then
have
fell in love?
no, I fell out of fucking Dodge with the whole Tinder, with the whole app. There's no chance.
They
It's a
terminated
fucking-
his contract.
Yeah, I'm the crash dummy into the brick wall right now. And there's not like a support line. Like, you can email like Tinder support, but like it's not for that. It's more for like reporting people and like if you're uncomfortable and like shit like that. So it's like I can't just be like, hey, give me my money me.
So what
money
happened
now.
last time?
No idea. They just gave it back to me
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere. No idea why.
How
I think
long?
there was-
How long was that one?
I
Like,
would
how
have to
long
look-
did it take them?
I don't know, a month or two. I don't remember. I wasn't really paying attention to the timing of it. You know what I mean? I just one day went on it and was like, oh, they give me my account back. I think I got like a notification or something. I was like, what the fuck?
So are you thinking that might happen again?
I mean, maybe, but it's just the fact of the matter is that I paid for it. Like, so if they give
Right.
it back to me in 2 months and I don't have the premium or whatever the fuck I have, like, are they gonna retroact my fucking dollars? Like, what, you know what I mean? I feel like there needs to be an email sent, and I don't know who to send it to.
There does need to be an email sent. I can get that information for you, I think.
You got a fucking you got a plug over there? You got a guy?
No, but we at work we use this thing. It's called Zoom Info,
Mm-hmm.
and what it is like if I go to a website, say I go to like a dealership website, and
Okay.
I can click on this tab, this Zoom Info tab. Anyone that's ever used Zoom has to put in their email and their phone number, and Zoom asks you in their terms and conditions, can we share this? And they do. They share all that shit. So like anybody that's in the company that Zoom Info knows about, it'll pull up their email, cell phone number, direct phone line, all that shit. And it'll give their like, so I could go on to hinge.com or whatever, and it'll be like customer service, Stephanie at hinge.com. Like, I'll be able to find somebody for you. So,
yeah, I'll be like,
we'll get this
listen,
done.
Stephanie, either you date me or fucking let me get back on
Yeah.
the app.
Yeah, and give me my money back.
The choice is yours.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing that bothers me the most is the money, because it's like I don't really give a fuck. Like it is nice to have, and like especially if I'm trying to like, you know, pop a blue chew or something. You know what I mean? Like it's nice to have that shit, but like I don't really
Exactly.
care. I can figure it out some other
Fuck
way.
outta here.
But like it's just the fact that I for both of them, like because Hinge, dude, if you don't pay for it, you have like 6 swipes a day. So it's like, well, this is dumb. So like I pay for that one as well. So it's like I pay fucking $20 a month or $30 a month for these things, like not each, but like combined, and I'm
Yeah.
getting fucked. So
Yep.
I don't know what to do. Say it wasn't.
Well, we're gonna find some justice for you. I could promise
Crazy.
you that. And a soon episode, we're gonna have good news on the
Yeah.
Mike versus Hinge.
I mean, I just
Legal
figured
front.
the people wouldn't mind hearing a little bit about the treachery that is my dating life.
Mike versus big dating. Yes. Well, Savannah asks me all the time what's going on in your dating life. I'm like,
You know,
I don't know. I mean, I
you
know
know
the
what
guy gets banned a lot.
you know what I need to dude, you know what I need to do? For one, yeah. Two, I need to move, bro. I need to get the fuck out of here.
You're speaking to the wrong guys. We've been
Why?
saying that forever.
Oh yeah, I know. But dude, I was talking to this driver today. For one, I got caught up in like a 25-minute conversation with some guy I never goddamn met. Reason being is that I'm a legal driver for the first time in over 2 years.
Who?
I don't know if you guys know me. I don't know if you guys know this, but my car has had expired tags or tabs, you guys call them,
Oh.
since 2021, October.
Yeah, that's
2021.
sick. That's a
Yeah.
great run.
Mine are
And-
currently expired since November.
Oh
So-
yeah, you'll be good. I rode mine out. I did 1 year of service.
Well,
Then-
I had to get new plates. So I was at work and the dude was taking my plates off, putting the new ones on, and the driver was rolling up and he's like, I was like, he was like, what are you doing? You selling your car? I was like, nah, dude. I was like, Illinois is robbing me over here, you know? And he starts talking all this crazy shit about how gotta move to Texas, Austin, bro. He's like, you're only 30, which he asked me my fucking age. He's like, San Antonio, Austin, bro, party city. You just go there. Big black dude, probably like 60-year-old. And he's just talking all this shit about how Illinois sucks because of taxes and this and how Texas is so good. And I'm like, you know what, dude, you're right. Fucking Black Santa's right.
You would thrive in Austin.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think you'd like San Antonio. These are two places that I've actually been. San Antonio is cool. It's really cool, but it's really old and it's hot as fuck down there.
Really?
Like, it's the hottest place that I've ever been in my life, for sure. Because it's humid. It's the most humid place I've ever been, and there is no escaping it. But Austin is one of the coolest cities that I've ever been to, for sure.
Yeah.
As far as like a bar scene goes, it was fucking unbelievable there. So fun.
Yeah. I want to go. I want to get the fuck out, man. I just got like stupid little shit planned right this summer where it's like, fuck, I can't be taking a vacation every month. And
Yeah.
I'm already doing a golf trip and I'm going to Kentucky next week. I'm doing a golf trip in May. And it's like, then I probably won't do anything until like fucking June or July.
Move to Rochester, Michael. It's where it's all happening right now, my boy.
That
where
was the
it's
one.
all
That was the
happening.
one that Black Santa left out.
Yeah.
What,
San
Rochester?
Antonio, yeah, Austin, Rochester.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rochester Hills, Michigan. He's like, you ever been to Michigan?
Yeah. No, it's
He would have
funny,
shit
man.
on us just like he shit on Illinois.
Yeah.
That is
Anyways,
wild.
That's kind of been my life the last week and a half. What's going on with your guys? I mean, I know we got like shit to talk about in the news, but like I just kind of want to hear about your guys' lives for a little bit. You got a phone
Fuck the
story,
news. Let me
Jackson?
tell you guys about this phone,
Yeah.
bro. I swear to God.
Yeah, let's hear the story.
So I bought the iPhone 11 like 4 years ago,
I
and
think that checks out.
yeah,
How
it's
old?
been
It was
riding
like
nicely.
4 years old then.
Yeah, it was already a shitty phone. I don't know how that
I was gonna
happened.
say, you got swindled.
Yeah, and so I needed a new phone for work because that's my lifeline. I wouldn't make a single dollar if I didn't have a good phone.
Right.
And so I go to T-Mobile last week, ordered the phone. They were like, "Sweet, we're gonna just ship it to your house because we don't have that in stock right now." Which I was like, "Whatever." That's insane that a T-Mobile store doesn't have an iPhone in stock, but
That is insane,
here nor
actually.
there. Yeah. So he's like, "Yeah, we'll just ship it to your house." I was like, "Sick." So then yesterday, I get a notification that it was shipped, but you weren't there to sign, so we're keeping it on our truck. We'll see you when we see you. And their shipping pattern that they do in Rochester like the UPS guys are there early and often. So like there was no way, even if you come back tomorrow or for the next 175 days, I'm never going to be there when you're there. And I knew this like right off the rip. Right when I got that notification, I was like, I'm going to have to make 69 phone calls to get out of this.
Yep.
So I called the T-Mobile store that I bought it from. I was like, what can I do? They were like, oh, you got to call T-Mobile corporate and have them send it to a new address, or they can hold it for you at the UPS store. I was like, okay. So I called T-Mobile corporate. They were like, oh no, you got to call the UPS store that is local to you. So then I call the UPS store that's local to me. They were like, you got to call UPS corporate because we are like a franchised company. So like we're privately owned. You got to talk to them so that you can have this package held here. I was like, all right, let me give them a call.
Local UPSs are privately owned.
Yeah, it's a franchise. I didn't know that either.
What the fuck?
I know.
That would have been like, I would have bet plus 1,000 that UPS stores were just a thing. It was just a big thing, and that was it.
Yep.
You can't buy one like you buy a Subway.
Yeah, you can buy one like a McDonald's. It's fantastic.
That's fucking crazy. All right. Wait, before we move on, I have another question, and maybe you will address this, but what's the rule with signing for packages? I don't know. Like, what's the threshold? Is it $1 thing? Is it like a per company thing?
It's a per you thing. Sorry, go ahead, Jack.
No, it's either, no, Mike's right. It's either a per you thing or per who's ever sending you this package. So apparently T-Mobile, if they're sending any devices in a package, it can't just be left at your door, which makes
that protects their own ass.
Whatever. Yeah.
Carry
but
on.
yeah, so I call UPS corporate. They're like, no, you got to call T-Mobile corporate. So then I'm like, wait a minute. They told me to call you. So something's off here. So I went in a circle maybe 3 or 4 times, and I felt like shit yesterday. I slept like shit Sunday night. The time change, everything has me fucked up. So this is the last thing I want to be dealing with. I spend my whole day, for those of you who don't know what I do for a living, I work at a mortgage brokerage and spend my whole day on the phone with customer support and HR and courts and lawyers and accountants and all sorts of people you never want to have a conversation with. And then on top of that, I'm having to talk to all like T-Mobile and UPS. Terrible.
Yep.
So then finally, UPS is like, oh, we can have this held for you, but we need the notice code that the driver left on your front door when he stopped there. He like sticky noted some shit to my door. It's like, sorry, we missed you. And when they said that, I was like, oh, I know what you're talking about. But I was like, I'm not home and I need this phone today. So I call my sister, who very conveniently lives 3 doors down from me. And I was like, yo, can you run over to my front door and take a picture of the note that's there? She gets there. She's like, there's no note. So then I'm like, dude, you got to walk around. Like, it's got to be somewhere. She finds it in the grass, sends me a picture of this.
It's in the grass, so it just blew off the package?
It blew off the door. Maya's a saint and actually looked with her eyes and not her ass and found the thing. Okay?
Yep.
So I give them the code that I had. And they were like, and at this point, I'm on the phone with a different customer support UPS person. They're like, oh, no, we can't do anything with that.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, hit me.
Customer support, typical or American?
Typical.
Ah, nice. Typical. Anyways, love that.
So tough to deal with. And this new person is like, this new person's like, oh no, we can't. Like, we don't have any say in that. Like, that's up to whoever sent you the package. I was like, you guys, you can't fucking do that. So then finally I'm like, all right, nobody's going to help me accomplish this. I need to get in touch with the guy who's driving the truck that has my phone on it. How can I get a hold of this guy? You know? So then I'm searching UPS hubs in Michigan. I find one in Rochester and I call them, and the manager or somebody picks up, and I was like, hey, I like explained the situation, and they were like, oh yeah, do you have a tracking number? And I was like, I sure do. She pulls the tracking number, finds me the truck driver, and then gives me his phone number. Okay.
No way.
What the fuck?
That's sick.
So I call
Oh
this
my
dude.
God.
I'm like, hey, boss, this is going to sound crazy, but my phone's right behind you.
Yeah.
The one that I need. And you left a
can just-
note on my door.
You can just throw it out the window where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
At
know
this
where you're
point,
at.
I don't give a fuck.
No, but that's seriously what happened. I was like, dude, where are you at in your route? Like, are you anywhere near where my package was supposed to be delivered? And he was like, yeah, I'm actually not far. So I was like, all right, can you rendezvous and give this thing to me? Like sometime later in the day. He's like, I'm taking my lunch at 5:30 in this parking lot. And he gave me the address. He's like, if you can meet me here at 5:30, I'll give you the phone. And I was
That
like,
is
craziest
fucking
part
crazy.
is I'm not going to make it there by 5:30. So what I'm going to do is send my sister over to that address in that parking lot, and she's going to give you, or you're going to give her the phone. All right.
Yep.
And so now the lady I'm on the phone with back at the UPS hub is like, yeah, that's fine. You just got to make sure she has a picture of your ID. So lady on the hub gives me back the guy's number. I send a picture of my ID to Maya. Maya drives at like 5:25 up to this address down Hamlin Road. It wasn't very far. It was like a 10-minute drive. She's a saint.
Nice.
Shout out to you, Maya. And she gets there. I'm on my way home from work at this point on the phone with Maya. Maya's like, he just pulled in. I hear them conversing. He hands off the phone, and that was it. And then I went and I got home, picked it up from Maya's crib, and that was it. But what a fucking ordeal to collect a phone.
Yeah.
That's a big package W. I've never heard of the I mean, it's got to be an unprecedented move to get the driver's number.
Yeah, that's the craziest move I've ever heard. Don't they
Yeah.
usually? So like, wouldn't the most logical play be, okay, at the end of the day, they should have it at the UPS place. You go there and you just pick it up straight from the store.
Yes, but this guy's route was ending at 7:30. Their doors close at 7.
So, you couldn't. You couldn't wait till the next day to go get it.
No, dude, I couldn't open pictures, or like pretty much all I could do on my phone at that point was make
Like
phone
call and
calls.
text.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude. That's wild. I hate that. I hate the lack of accountability that these shipping companies do. Like, I've had like porch bandits take a fucking package off my, like a pair of shoes off my fucking front porch, and then it's like you call FedEx, and first of all, FedEx can suck all of my balls, and
Fact.
and
I
it's
can see
like,
that.
and you're like, oh hey, you said it's here, there ain't shit here, and they're like, did you check your back door? Yeah, dude. Like, and 99, like, what the fuck kind of question
The
is that?
second
First of all,
place I checked.
yeah, and also it's like 99% of fucking places have ring. Like, I got a Ring fucking camera. There's been nobody that's walked up to my house all day today. Like, it's not here. And they're
Not
like,
only that,
well,
but like, you think I just want to call you? You think I didn't
yeah,
check around before
and
I
it's
sat on hold for
oh
45 minutes?
yeah,
You fucking dunce.
and it's all this runaround where you got to do like a fucking, oh, you do like a chat first, and then they'll like, what the? Then they're like, well, you got to
Love the
call
chat.
Nike. Fuck the chat. And
Don't
then
call us. They all say
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Try
don't
the chat.
exactly. And then like you got to call Nike, and then you're like, okay, Nike, well, I didn't get my shit. So can you either send me a new pair because these are sold out now? And they're like, well, no, it's sold out. So I'm like, okay, well, you guys fucked off and FedEx fucked off. Nobody wants to take blame for it. It's like, all right, we'll give you your money back. It's like, dude, the fuck? What do you mean? Give me my money back? Give me my shit. That now, if I wanted, I have to go spend double the money on you scumbos. Dude, that shit frustrates me, man. That's happened to me
Yeah, these
twice.
people suck, man.
Yeah,
And
dude.
nobody ever, and like I've recognized this very early on in my young career, nobody wants to do their fucking job ever.
No,
Like, it's
I don't.
very rare to find someone who is like
Let's get
actually
this
willing
done
to
for you.
extend a hand and get this shit done.
Yeah, exactly. They're like,
So
oh,
rare.
you're gonna kind of fuck up the rest of my day for like a half hour. Psych. But yeah, when you get
Yeah.
that one person that's like, yeah, no, call me back. It's a 7. You know what I mean? Like they're like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that you fucking want, man. That's a crazy story though. Like, and also kind of sketchy. Not like to send your small female
To send
sister.
my 4'11",
Yeah,
76-pound sister over there, bananas.
yeah. Where
She
I was
loved
like,
him though. She said he was hot, so she was
well,
fine with it. I
well,
was like,
that-
bet.
Maya loves a good deal in a parking lot more than anybody
she's
else.
she's a sketchy bitch herself.
Yeah, she is.
You are not wrong. She
Maya
probably
loves
ate
it.
it up.
That's
She
funny.
did. She loves that shit.
Yeah,
That's
now I
funny.
owe her one though. I gotta get her something. I think I'm gonna get her like some sort of either
Not a
pot
phone.
related or
Yeah,
like alcohol related gift. Hook
Yeah.
her up with something.
just don't order it online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Should I have it delivered to her house? That requires a sign.
Hey,
Yeah,
T-Mobile, can
yeah.
you send me an edible arrangement of weed?
Yeah, but
Uh,
make sure she has to sign for it.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, bro, I should have just had it sent to her crib because she's home.
She's
on
home
Mondays
all
and
the
Fridays.
time.
Did they preface? So this is your fault. Did they preface it? Because usually when you order something, it says, "Hey, you have to sign for this."
No, and I did know that. But the
You did
thing
s-
is,
ah.
I ordered this on Tuesday. So they had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The guy said, "Oh, it takes a couple days at most."
So wouldn't you have been at work the same either way for all of this?
Yeah. But I was hoping it was going to come Saturday.
Oh, that's a crazy move.
Yeah. Well, and I talked to the appropriate parties, aka my father. And he's like, "Yeah, usually with packages like that, they like to send them on Saturdays to make sure you're home."
You guys
Now I
are
know that's
just
bullshit.
yeah. I was saying the fuck out of here. They don't give a fuck about you or your signature.
No.
They don't give a shit. Those guys are
Well,
getting
bro,
paid by the hour, not by how many fucking packages they deliver.
yeah. And most people at my office just get all of their shit delivered to the office, and that is what I'm going to be doing from here on out. Because I'm there from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day.
Yeah, I mean, if you have something that you have to sign for, then yeah, that's absolutely the play. I literally, I don't care how expensive the package is. If I have the option to click not sign, I do it because it's like, what, like the same situation. When the fuck am I home to sign? When am I home to sign for this shit? Like all my
Right.
shit would end up back at the UPS store, and I'd have to be fucking doing drug deals like that. Like,
Well, dude, and
never-
even if I was home, I don't want to sign for that shit, man, because then I'm going to be like, "Oh, I got to get in the shower, but what if he comes?" You know?
well, there's a tracking number they're pretty accurate. You know when it's gonna get there. You
Hmm.
usually have a pretty good window.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fair.
how long, Bob? This guy's taking 10-hour showers. He's like, oh, I can't.
I'm not one
in
to
and
talk
out.
in that department.
Also, what's going on, bud? Is something happening right now? Are you getting a blowjob? Like, what's up? What's up with
To
you?
me?
Yeah, why are you sitting like that? You look like
Oh,
you're on
because
edge.
I got a I got a cooler under my feet, but it's to the left of my desk.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just kind of leaned back.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now, you
yeah.
know? Yeah,
Okay.
it is BJ form.
Well, yeah,
Cooler.
you look like something was like, I was like, either Max is eating something or he's getting topped off right now.
No, no.
Oh, shit. That's an awesome story.
That is wild. I don't have any good stories like that.
Mhm.
I did have a 30th birthday party
not
over the
bad.
weekend. Yeah, that was a good time. Shout out to
Who is that
Dr.
for?
Pat Sweeney.
Oh, it was for Pat?
Yep, it was for Pat.
Oh, shit. I should tell him happy birthday. When is his birthday?
Whatever Saturday was, I think.
Pat's
Oh, shit. The
30.
9th.
Pat's old.
Holy
Fuck.
fuck, Pat.
Pat's old. Can confirm. Great time. Always a great time. Party bus. I'm always down for a party bus. Worst part about the party bus? Getting off it to go into the bar.
So, is there an age when party buses are no longer like fun?
No.
I don't see it for me.
Okay.
I think maybe like my parents would fucking love a party bus. So I don't know. I don't think
Yeah.
there is an age where it goes away. If you like music, you like a party bus.
Also, one more party bus question is
Yeah.
when does
Happy
it
to
just
answer any of 'em.
become when does it just become the party bus is the night instead of there being a destination of said party bus?
I think you're looking for one of those bike trolleys.
Yeah, you have to
Are
work
you
on that.
saying? Are you saying you literally never get off the bus?
Yeah, like, hey, let's take a cruise down Lakeshore, drive the city, fucking, I don't know, come back. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying because it's like, how long you're on? I feel like by the time you get like on the bus and settled into the bus, you're getting off the bus. How long are you on it? 30 minutes only?
No, that's my dream is to just
Only be
do
on
the
the bus.
bus. Yeah,
And
I
then it
think.
drops everybody off at home after.
Yeah, well, I
That'd
think
be
like
so sick.
I think a perfect bus would be somewhere in the middle, like the very middle of the ride, or whatever. Like if you have 5 hours on the bus, that's a long time.
I was just saying
If you have
that's a
5
long
hours,
time.
we had 8 to 1.
Yeah, but how long were you
That's
on the
5,
bus?
I guess. Most of it. So
Oh,
we
okay.
did 2 stops only, which I thought was pretty good. If I did 1 stop in the very middle of the bus ride, like go to the bar for an hour, I think that'd be kind of perfect.
Yeah, that's
You know,
yeah. I agree. I think that
that would be my like perfect bus ride. I think.
yeah, I agree. I think that's way better because it's like the bus is the vibe. Like the bar, you just never know what's gonna happen. Like the bus, it's like this is your people, like your drinks, like this, no money. Like it's just
Yep.
I don't know. And you already spend so much on the bus where it's like, why go waste more money outside of the bus? You know?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
I don't
And like you said, the bus, you bring your own vibe to it.
know.
And if you have like a real, and normally when you get a party bus, it's like with the really your
It's a
like good
it's a
group that
good
you're
group.
going with.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a good time. I'm always down for a party bus.
I haven't been on a bus in a while.
I was thinking about this though. We'll jump into NFL free agency in a minute here, and we'll talk about what's going on in the NFC North because there's some wild shit going on. Quickly though, before that, I was thinking about this because I played street hockey again on Saturday before we did the party bus thing, and I was like, damn, like I don't get up to full speed that often anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's wild that one day you just go like this is something that I feel like nobody talks about, the transition from high school to college. High school, you sprint every day. There's something to sprint about every day in high school.
That is
And then you go to college and you're just not running full speed anymore, ever. You never have to do that again if you don't want to. Isn't that fucking wild? Like you're sprinting every day in high school, and then all of a sudden it's like, done. You're not sprinting anymore.
That is so fucking true.
Some people talk about in the same respect. They're like, dude, I haven't sweat since like my last football practice.
game.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Well,
you should be sweating.
dude, during college, I only sweat out of my own problems.
Out
But
of
I
your
think I
own,
went 3 years without breaking like a sweat.
you just sweat from the
said,
heat that your
I
body
got
retains.
hyperhidrosis, and that's
Yeah.
enough sweating
Everywhere.
for me.
Dude, hands, back, ass, feet,
Jesus
chest,
Christ.
neck, face. My whole body sweats all day, every day.
It's
Yeah,
the pool of a
but
human.
you know what?
Dude,
I
and I
don't know
ruin
though.
clothes.
So like for the whole sprinting thing though, like I don't know. I have continued to sprint mostly my entire life. Not as much, not every day, like you said in high school. Like it's every single day for 4 years. Um, but I mean, like I don't know. I think that's why, like I like no matter how old I get, like I always want to try and continue to play sports because it's like you never lose that energy. Well, I don't at least. I'm also a hyper fuck, but like you never lose that energy, and it's like, where do you put it? And I have such a mental block for working out that it's like I hate doing that. So it's like if I can play sports till I'm fucking 80, I will get to my top speed no matter what that is at that point of time. So
Yep.
like I guess I'm kind of grateful for that to like really when you break it down this way because it's like I've either been playing basketball or still playing baseball or we play backyard football or some shit like that. Like no matter how old we get, like we still do it, and I still have at least 10 to 20 days throughout the year that I'm like haul assing competitively, and you really think about it, and it's like, oh, this is I'm starting to think about it. It makes me very happy that I still get a
I
chance
was
to do
thinking
that.
about that too, and I was thinking about it in the same way that like, and you don't. I think that we're getting to the age now where like we're really starting to notice like, okay, if you don't do some sort of shit like this every day, it
Mhm.
catches up to you quick.
Yeah,
And not even like gaining weight and things like that. Literally just the movement of your body, the way that your body moves, like the way that your muscles and tendons and Mike and I
yeah,
know,
of
like you
course.
got to keep your shit loose
Yeah,
because
stretching,
it's
Well,
not just
dude, and
gonna
it's
be loose
dude.
anymore. So like,
you're right, and it's like an everyday, every minute thing where like standing up gets,
the
hard
worst.
Yeah,
sometimes.
no,
Or
I
like
don't
when you
want to
get
do
out
it.
of bed and you're like, my body feels like hell. And then I'm
Yep.
like, oh, I haven't worked out in 6 weeks. I should probably do that.
Yep.
But you feel lighter. It's like that feeling after you like run. After going for a run, I always feel light as fuck. Like everything's just a little bit easier than it was when I woke up this morning.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I don't know.
but
No, it
I
all
agree
helps.
though.
the crazy part is though is like my biggest thing is the stamina, bro. Like my stamina is dog shit. Like
We're all
I
same.
I I
You pump
run
chug?
fucking 60
I
feet
got
to
a
first
30
base,
second. Yeah,
and I'm
got a 30
dead,
second
bro.
gift in me.
Like I stopped hitting the ball in the gap because didn't want to leg out doubles, bro. I'm singles only. I'm just flaring them over to shortstop, like.
Yeah,
You're like
left fence.
2023 Miguel Cabrera.
But you know what's
Just
funny is
pumping
that
singles.
last time I played basketball, I was dead tired after like 2 seconds. But like that like gut will of like I don't want to lose. You're like,
Yep.
oh, I could do this. I'm not a pussy. Like, and you're just like that. What is it called? The adrenaline, bro. Like it's a
Yep.
real thing. And you're like, okay, I could still fuck these kids up, you know?
Yeah. You can
But,
still run. Your shot might get worse because you got no legs under you at that point.
well,
But
yeah, that's
at least you're out there running.
I'm dishing the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're dishing the rock. But yeah, I
love
just
that.
thought that was funny. I thought about that this weekend. I was like, damn, dude, like,
You going through something, Bob? You
nah,
going
I'm
through
just
it?
old, you know.
Yeah.
I saw Pat turn 30. Maybe it made me feel a little a certain type of way, you know.
I mean, bro, you
Not
need
that
to.
I'm scared of it. I'm psyched to turn 30.
I think you need to get into something though, like, cause like, dude, after that Achilles, I feel like now you're just like so scared still. Like, you either need to start like running religiously or like do something, man, cause your body and medicine is gonna allow you to do it, bro. Like, you can cut, you can run. You just gotta
Yep.
get into something. You should start playing roller or floor hockey every week just to be like, all right, dude. If I had to go, I could go. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Every weekend that I'm available, and it's Saturday 11 to 1. Every Saturday 11 to 1 that I have, I'm going to be out there playing for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, you
And
should run in the mornings, Bob.
I can't run in the morning. I'll
so
run in the
hard.
afternoon.
So hard.
I'm not a
with
morning
you.
guy.
Me
Dude,
neither.
I will
running in the
never be able to
morning
work out in the morning.
makes you feel like you just filled up your tank with jet fuel.
Oh, I bet. I've heard nothing but good things.
Dude,
I won't
that's
be able
why,
to do it.
bro,
I'm not a
I need
morning
to-
guy.
You
Dude,
need
it
to.
takes 10
night
minutes,
guy.
15 minutes. Run 2 miles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, run 2 miles.
Run
in 10
2
minutes.
miles. Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Take 15
Yeah.
and run
What
yourself
am I,
2
Kenyan?
miles.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. 15? I'm going to need 25.
Yeah. It's either what you do is for guys like us is, I mean, you guys are kind of locked up now, but like you need if it's ever going to change, it's like you need a girl or someone that's like, hey, we're doing this, or like,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You know, that's where the only chance I'd
That's
ever
different.
have to become a morning person like that. Cause I'm with you,
Same.
Bob. I can't do it.
Speaking of kicking ass in the morning, I
Love it.
saw this talk last week that I wanted to bring up to you guys. And it was these dudes that were listing a bunch of things that will make guys say, hell yeah. Like you just see it. And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hell
You did.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought of like a bunch of them right off the rip. And there are a million good ones that just like, I feel like the remainder of the world, like if you're not a guy from 20 to 35 or even like 20 to 40, you don't understand the hype of it, you know? Because there's
Oh, yeah.
small shit that's just like the first thing I thought of was like if you don't prepay for gas, right? but you want to put in like $30 and you fucking unclick the thing right at 30 and it's like 30.00. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's big
And you
hell
put
yeah
the
moment.
thing away and you're like, hell yeah. You know,
Yeah.
like shit like that where it's just like, God damn, being a dude's awesome.
It's like didn't we do a small victories draft?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did
It's
we?
like that.
Yeah.
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 We did that one recently.
Yep.
That's exactly what that is.
They're all dubs, man.
Might as well have
Just-
been called the hell yeah draft.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I call it? I just call it dudes being dudes.
Yeah.
That's
can
all
never-
it is.
As long as I can be a dude every once in a while, I'll never. You can never take that away from me, and I feel like it's very healthy. So fucking hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Speaking of dudes being dudes, NFL free agency started this week. And the NFC North looks a lot different than it did last week, I would say. Maybe not so much for our two teams, but the other two teams made some big shifts. And being a Detroit and Chicago podcast, I figured that we needed to touch on this a little bit as it's happening live. Let's talk the one that I think makes the least sense, and I can't believe that this happened. Josh Jacobs to Green Bay.
Dude, did they say what his contract was?
Yes, I believe they
'Cause-
did.
It's got to be an absolute I don't know. It has to be such a good deal for both. Like I
It's-
didn't understand it either.
Well, I think a lot of it is like front loaded
Oh.
to save the pack as far as an out goes. But it was the same amount of money. It was like $12 million a year over 4 years, I believe.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I don't. It upsets me as a Bears fan because I thought that
4 years, $48 million, 12 and a half guaranteed.
I don't get it either. I don't know if, especially with the loyalty of Aaron Jones, and they just paid him a little bit. I don't really get it.
Yep.
I didn't understand that either.
They
But
paid him the exact same contract in 2021. Exact same one.
Yeah,
4
I
years,
don't-
48.
I don't really understand. I mean, I'm not mad about it because honestly, like Josh Jacobs is a fucking beast, but like the Packers have lived and died off of a 2-back system for the last 6 years. I mean, between the Jamal Williams, AJ Dillon, fucking Aaron Jones, whoever's been there, they always got a 2-headed monster. Josh Jacobs is a 1-headed monster that can make it happen, but like it just seems lateral almost. He's better than Aaron Jones, but not that much better.
Yeah, and I think there's an argument for like if you really sat me down and started pointing out facts that I could be convinced that Aaron Jones is the better back. Like I don't like Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing 2 years ago. And that was like he was just the guy. And they had a decent enough O-line, so like he just got fed. And like I don't know that Aaron Jones in that situation wouldn't have done something similar, if not close to the same thing.
Yeah.
It just brings me back to like the paying running backs thing just fucking blows my mind. Paying running backs $12 million a year, and for everybody that was like Packerland was like, holy shit, like we're gonna have the best duo in the league, and all that. I was like, dude, you guys have $25 million tied up in your backfield. Like, how are you gonna build out the rest of the team and be competitive? Like that's what fucking blows my mind about these running back deals.
I just don't understand. Like, for one, the run. So okay, Darnell Mooney is getting paid more than Saquon Barkley and fucking Josh Jacobs. Okay,
Yeah,
Darnell Mooney
that blows
stinks.
my mind too.
Like,
That
how
blows my
how
mind.
is that guy getting paid $13 million a year
It's a
but
bad
these-
deal.
for 3 years? So it's not like he has like some longevity or like some 1-year deal. It's a 3-year deal. It's exactly what how the fuck is that justified? Like, how is that justifiable? Like, I don't get it. Like, where is crazy to think that these are like I don't know. Like, I think paying back. How about we take some money away from Darnell Mooney and give it to fucking one of these backs that are actually going to make your team better? Darnell Mooney's not going to make Atlanta better at all. That guy sucks.
He's
I
gonna
don't
be the fourth pass catching option in
I don't
Atlanta.
get it. I don't understand the not paying running backs. Even if it's for 3 years, like the 3-year deal, like why not do it like what Saquon did, right? Like why not do a 3-year deal? Why can't we pay them more if it's only a 3-year deal that's front loaded for the first year, whatever, something like that. Like I don't know. I think it might be worth paying these guys because I don't know. I guess the Super
I
Bowls say that they don't need them.
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like the rest, like what are we trying to do here? That's my question. Like, when's the last time somebody signed a big running back and it like carried them to a Super Bowl?
But also though, it's like
It just doesn't fucking happen.
But also, it's like, why not? Okay, let's stop making such a big deal about it and stop paying these mid-level receivers this. Like, why the fuck are these guys who don't really mean shit? That's the thing that blows my mind is why are these bunk ass receivers getting paid more money? Gerald Everett just got Gerald Everett just got a fucking 2-year fucking $12 million contract for the Bears.
Yep.
This tight end that's gonna be our backup tight end is getting paid $6 million, and these running backs are barely getting paid 10. It's like I just don't get it. Like, I think they made too much of a big deal about it, about these running backs, and now it's like they're just fucked for life. Like what?
It's so dependent on the big guys up front that, and I think that's maybe why like this guard market's been kind of crazy. Like that fucking like Landon Dickerson got 21 a year from the
Yeah,
Eagles as a
but
guard.
I kind of think
Like
that
maybe
that's
that's more
appropriate.
worth it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that that's more worth it than paying. Like then don't pay your running back that much. Pay your O line that much. Get insert name in the fourth round as your running back, and you'll be okay because you
See,
got
but
good hog
also
mollies up front.
the thing is though, we also say this all the time, but also it's like we don't need him, but we're talking about Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady who've won fucking 10 out of the last fucking 15 Super Bowls. Yeah, you don't need a good running back when you got fucking Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, but it's like
Yeah, I get that.
also does it mean that you need an elite quarterback to win and then therefore you can't buy an elite running back? If that's the recipe, I get it. But when you got like I mean, I guess Lamar is elite, right? I would call him elite. He's MVP. Like,
Yep.
I think that paying Derrick Henry any amount of money, I think that it was like I said this a while ago that they should get Derrick Henry. It'd be the perfect spot for him. It's like, dude, that makes so much sense now, especially as the system. It's like, dude, give the guy a little more. I don't know. I don't know. It just confuses me.
It is. It's
I
difficult to
don't
think
like it.
about.
It really
And I
is.
don't like, and I don't think like, I'm not sitting here saying Saquon Barkley is making the Eagles worse. I'm sitting here saying their defense was horrible last year, and they're going to pay a guy to score them a couple more touchdowns when they can't stop anybody.
But dude, like my thing is like, are they paying them that much? It's like, okay, so what are you trying to pay a running back like $1 million or a rookie? Like if that's what you're going for, all right, that's a big difference. But it's like if you're going from like one mid running back, it's like what is $6 million to the cap?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my thing.
No,
Is
that's
like,
what I
is it
mean.
that big of a hit? Though, I mean, are you really gonna be able to buy a player that much better of a player for an extra $6 million somewhere along the way?
Mm,
I don't know. I mean,
it's all
I don't
situational.
know. Yeah, I just feel like
I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird. Like to me, buying the backs, it's the length of the contract to me that I think that matters the most. Buy the back give him fucking 15 mil, but give it to him for 2 years only.
Yeah.
Make him prove he can stay healthy. All right, then we'll sign you for another 10 after the second year. All right, here's 10 if you're still good, or hey,
and that's
here's
what they
6.
did with Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
2 years. Here's your money. We know we got a window. Let's go fucking do this thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and if you want to walk, whatever, that's your thing. And it's going to be probably better for the team that loses the running back anyway. Where it's like, why don't I know that backs want the longevity, but it's like, dude, I feel like they should fight for bigger contracts, but try to just go for a 2-legger instead of a 4-legger, and hopefully you don't fucking get hurt down the line. I mean, I don't know.
Kirky, our boy Kirk is gone in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Thoughts, feelings? Are you sad to see him go, or you love to watch him as he goes
No,
leaving?
I'm curious to see. I mean, I know they say they want Justin Jefferson to be a Viking for like forever, but like I'm curious to see if they are able to keep him around. But I think
Doesn't sound like he wants to be a Viking for
that's
even right now.
that's what I'm saying. It's like fuck,
Yeah,
dude. Like I'm in my stupid head, I'm like, yo, fucking trade the first overall pick, fucking get Justin. Like fuck it,
yeah. Oh yeah,
Uh,
why not?
yeah. But I think it's a great move for Atlanta. I mean, I think like I know that Justin Fields was on the table, like that was like but like Kirk Cousins is like a instantly now like that guy has been balling the last couple of years, and
Yep.
it, I just think
They
they're
weren't that
instantly
far away.
no.
The Falcons
You're talking
weren't.
about the Falcons, yeah, no.
Yeah.
They were legitimately like a quarterback away. I know we say this about every team, but like they are like to me, they're in the same spot as like like the Lions potentially. Still need a little bit of work on the fucking defensive end, but they have all the tools in the world on the offensive end to make that shit
Right.
work.
And their quarterbacks, Ritter was so bad
Yeah.
that it was almost like, holy shit, like
Oh yeah.
literally anybody's an upgrade at this point. And to go get a guy like Kirk,
Yeah.
who
Who
is not
is
only like a stud on the field, also a locker room guy. Everybody
yeah.
loves him.
And
Like
like
it was a great upgrade for them for
yeah,
sure.
I agree 100%. And in a division that is just up for grabs. I know Baker's back.
Oh, it's
but, like,
theirs.
that's what I'm saying. Like they have to be the outright favorite.
Theirs
This
to
point. Like,
lose.
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, like Baker. The only reason the Baker and the Bucks won that last year was A, because their defense is stingy as fuck, but B, because nobody else was going to do it.
True.
Sam Darnold coming to the Vikings. I mean, I'm psyched to see Kirk leave just because I'm tired of having Kirk in the division and throwing the rock all around us.
Yeah.
Nice to see a guy like Sam Darnold step in those shoes. Vikings are finally, I heard somebody say this or saw a tweet or something, but it was like the Vikings have been trying to rebuild for 8 years and they're finally going to do it.
Yeah.
And that is kind of what it feels like. They had the Case Keenum run. Like they've just been doing ever since Favre was there. They've just been doing like a bunch of bullshit, like trying to do something, but it hasn't like trying shit won't work. And finally, they're like, all right, let's blow this whole thing up.
Yeah, which I mean, rightfully so. They need
rightfully so.
I, you know what? It disgusts me that these people are saying that, that Sam Darnold and and Drew Lock are comparable to Justin Fields at this point, and it really, I think that's the most disrespectful shit I've ever heard in my entire life, especially the Drew Lock thing. I get maybe Darnold. What are we?
I don't get Darnold.
I don't either. What the fuck has he ever done? He has not been nothing but bad. Like at least Fields shows.
We've seen a sample size of Darnold too. It's not like we're just like saying, "Oh, he's not good." We've never seen him play.
No, yeah, it's like what the fuck? Like I don't know. I think it's crazy, and I know that Fields' trade value right now is down, obviously because of everyone fielding a quarterback. But like the fact that that has been the talk that guys like that are fuck you, dude. I hope they keep Fields. Even if he's on our even if he's our backup, I don't give a fuck. Like that guy, I don't know. I'm still on the Fields train, so I'm just butthurt that they're saying this about my boy.
Hey, it sounds like, and I don't know if you saw what Kyle Long said about it, about the field situation.
No.
He was like, he's like, the stock right now obviously isn't there. He was like, why not hang on to him, still draft Caleb Williams? At some point in the season, somebody's going to get more desperate for a quarterback. Somebody's going to lose somebody. Like there is a better time to deal him than there is right now.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like people are throwing around like 4th, 5th, and 6th rounders.
Yeah.
To deal for Fields. That's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I think I'm just still not. I think that's appropriate to say. I'm just still not on the fucking Caleb Williams train, to be honest with you. So it's
I
like
get that.
That's the thing that upsets me the most about it. It's like I don't know. The Bears have so many options, and it's like I don't even it makes my head spin thinking about what they can even do. So,
moves the Bears have made in free agency. Have they made any big splashes?
I mean, they bought Jalen Johnson, which is nice.
That's the big one. That's the big one.
Had to do it.
Yep.
They picked up that Kevin Byard, however you say his name.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean,
Safety.
that's a good pickup, I think. I mean, he was an all-pro at one point.
Yep.
A nice move. Swift is a weird play, but whatever. We got money to fucking play with right now, so whatever.
The Swift thing is bananas to me. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I don't know what. So that the thing was, this is why the only reason why it upsets me is because I thought that we were legit in the market for Saquon or Jacobs, and for us to be the first person to sign a running back yesterday or whenever the fuck it was.
And it was Swift.
And it was Swift, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, they must have just were not willing to put the money into any of the big backs and not put up the like 12. But like, to me, it's like, bro, like that's what I'm saying. Like, what's $4 more million for a guy who I think Josh Jacobs and Saquon are immensely better than fucking Swift, right? It's like you're paying a guy $8 million who was barely even a starter last year. Like he was a running back by committee the last 2 years, and we're paying him fucking $8 million when you had two absolute workhorses out there for $4 more million. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, the part that I love about it is that we're paying Monty $6 a year. We traded Swift. We got rid of Swift because we didn't want to pay him any money at all because the guy was never on the field. He goes and has a 1,000-yard season with the Eagles. I mean, good for him. I have no ill will towards DeAndre Swift. They had a great O-line. They toked the rock a lot. Like, he went and got his 1,000 yards and got paid. So, I mean, good for him. I just don't. I'm just surprised that the Bears, after seeing Swift play and knowing him, like went out and paid him that much money.
I don't understand it either. There must be something in it that they just love about his game.
They must love him, yeah.
In terms of what he's going to do in the system. It's got to be a system buy because you don't go and pay a guy $8 million when there's those good. Like I think maybe they're like, hey, this guy doesn't have to he's not going to cry if he doesn't get 3 downs. He knows he's going to be kind of him and Roshan are kind of going to be a committee. I don't know. Yep. I'm not really sure, but I feel like $8 million is a pretty steep price for a guy like that. But
I'll give you $8 million.
Lastly, we'll do the Lions quick.
Yeah.
Not much to talk about.
I was gonna say they haven't done
unfortunately.
Shit. Yeah.
No. I mean the biggest signing we have right now is our own guy. Keeping Graham Glasgow was huge. We needed to keep most of that line together. Both of our guards were up for contract. Losing Jonah Jackson to the Rams for $17 million a year, totally fine with me. Guy was just not on the field the last couple of years. When he is on the field, he's very good. And his PFF numbers back him up on that. Like, if he's on the field, he's a fucking dog. He just wasn't as much last year.
Yeah, that makes me laugh. I thought that you guys were talking about the pitcher from the Rays when you said Glasgow or whatever the fuck his name is.
Glasgow, yeah.
I thought that the Tigers picked up a fucking pitcher.
Oh, no.
I didn't even I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Like, cool.
No.
Like, good for them.
That's our Graham Glasgow, right guard extraordinaire, can also play center, which is huge because Big Frank's on his last leg here in Detroit.
Okay.
We stole that D back from Tampa, didn't we?
Yeah, that's what I was going to get into next. The other big signing, if you want to, it's big is a big word. It's a good signing. We'll see. We'll see what happens with the signing. Carlton Davis, a guy that has been in Tampa and been playing under a heavy zone scheme, but his numbers in man are good, is coming to the Lions, who run the most man by far, man coverage in the NFL. Ask Cam Sutton. He's probably not happy about it, but that's his life. Like, you're going to be on an island if you come to Detroit. That's just the fucking way it is. It's tough out here.
It's tough.
But Carlton Davis it's kind of a prove it deal. Like, he's kind of been on the decline the last couple of years, but we know that he has Pro Bowl potential. So, and you ask guys like that, Jamar Chase video has been circulating where, they asked Jamar Chase, who is the who's the toughest person to get away from? Like, who's the best corner that's ever covered you? He said Carlton Davis. He's like, this guy's a fucking bitch to get away from, and man, like, he's just always there. He's fast. He's big, and that was like, he's a lengthy guy. So, hopefully CB1. I don't see it right now, but I hope that he can turn into the guy that we think he's going to be. But I think everybody in Detroit is still waiting for that splash. We're waiting for Daniil Hunter, who got picked up by the Texans
Oh,
today.
I was gonna say, yeah, here he got moved.
Yeah, like that's a killer. Like L'Jarius Sneed would still be sick.
Who's the D end that we picked up? We picked somebody up. Guy with the weird last name.
Yeah, we picked up that guy, Marcus Davenport from the Vikings, he's kind of been he's just never played a full season. Like the guy's been hurt. He was a dog in college, and coming into the draft, he was a dog, but guy's just never played a full season. So we're looking for either a solid pass rusher splash or a solid corner splash, one of two to turn this thing around. But we'll see. It's not Brad Holmes' MO. He went and got C.J. Gardner-Johnson last year. That didn't end up really panning out just because the guy was hurt, and he just got signed for 3 years going back to the Eagles, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens there. But, yeah, it's just I think everybody in Detroit is waiting for something big to happen, and I don't know. And hopefully by the time this comes out, we're all dancing and we got somebody sick. But if not, that's kind of the way I see it going. We're just going to grab tier 2 guys and then go into the draft and try to make something work. And Brad Holmes is playing the long game. That's all it is.
Yeah, man. I feel you. Like that's where it's like I thought that the Bears' best opportunity was to buy edge, try and buy D. Like it's just do it.
Yep.
You know, we have such good capital up front where it's like we are going to be able to get offense. Go buy an edge. Go buy Daniil Hunter. Like I thought that was the one. Like, dude, fucking put everything.
Everybody wanted him, man. Everybody wanted him.
Yeah,
I'm
sure. I'm sure he had 1,000 offers, but
oh yeah, man. And shout out to the Texans. I mean, they're going for it, and they're going for it. They know they got Stroud on a rookie deal. They said, "Fuck it, we're going to pay everybody, and if we can make something happen the next 2 years, let's make it happen." I mean, good for them. It's going to be a sick little run for them.
Yeah,
dude, I love CJ Stroud.
Wide open.
Yeah, he's awesome.
They're gonna they're like, I don't know. That's gonna be dude. The AFC is gonna be weird this year because it's like you got now. I think Pittsburgh is very competitive. Like the Browns, kind of whatever. Like there's a lot going on over there. I think the Cincinnati Bengals are giving up. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing
because T. Higgins hasn't got moved yet either, right?
No, Joe Daddy Mix, another Texan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was crazy, but I mean, T. Higgins is going to get traded eventually. They said, which is crazy. He's so good.
I saw that a deal, and we'll touch on this quick, and then we'll get out of here. I saw a deal on Twitter. Some NFL reporter put out there that the Bengals offered T. Higgins and 2 first-rounders to the Vikings for Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings passed on it.
Wow.
But the offer was out there.
That's kind
of the Vikings, crazy. I guess, rebutted and said, we're way more interested in a Jay Jetta for a Joe Burrow.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so they're throwing some crazy. And this was an NFL network guy that tweeted this out. So,
damn.
It's tough. That's got to be tough to turn down. T. Higgins and 2 first-round picks. I know it's Jay Jetta, but you're kind of in the rebuild mode right now. So, and he doesn't want to be there.
Steelers just pick up
Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, Russell
and
Wilson.
They're in the same boat as Atlanta, where I think they were. I mean, they might even be more ready than Atlanta. Like in a win now with the quarterback.
And,
so if you get a
Mike Tomlin's the coach. That helps.
Yeah. If you get a 2020 Russ, dude, or a 2019 Russ, you might fuck around and win that division, which is the craziest part. But anyways, we need to wrap this shit up. We've been going for fucking $1.15.
Win the division, but you're 5'7", tough.
Relax, tough.
Oh, yeah.
5'10" and under, bud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Friendly
Things
fire.
Things that Michael can no longer put on his dating profile.
Fuck, dumb, dude.
Too soon.
Crazy.
Too soon.
All right, episode 107's a wrap. Sevens. Was Ricky Carmichael 7? I've been thinking about this the whole time.
I thought it was the most appropriate thing to be like, hey, Chelios, because come on.
Oh yeah, Chelly. Yep. You're right.
And Michael Vick, because dogs.
Yeah, dogs. Yep.
But,
Guns.
yeah, I mean, there was 1,000 sevens. We could have literally went for 10 minutes on sevens, and we didn't even say a goddamn number today.
It's a good thing we didn't.
Yeah.
All right.
Bad. All right.
The Chelly and Vic episode has come to an end. We will be back next week, early and often next week, because we got to talk tournament. Selection Sunday this Sunday. I am, like I said, balls deep and losing a bunch of bets. And conference tournament week. Next week, we'll break down the bracket and we'll do all that shit. And we'll tell you who can win it, who cannot win it. Last year, we were right. We picked UConn. They won the whole fucking thing. This year, we're going to be right again. Spoiler, it might be UConn again, but we'll see. That remains to be seen. I have a couple people that I'm thinking about as far as who's going to cut the nets down. So we will get into that, and we'll talk to you guys next week. We love you.
Deuces.
Days.